All right, let's see. Red circle of death. Okay. Looks like a couple people walking. Is this really what people are like claiming are aliens?
You gotta be kidding me. Ugh. All right, cue the opening.
Hey there, my fellow skeptics and believers and everyone in between. Welcome back to another episode of Ghosts in the Machine. In this episode, we're going to talk about aliens. Yeah, I feel like I should have my hair like all long and wild and stuff when I'm talking about this stuff. How's that? Weird enough? I don't know. Am I doing a good impression? I'm just having fun. I'm not mocking anyone. Yes, I am. Yes, aliens in Miami. That's what we're talking about. On January 1st at the Bayside Marketplace Mall in Miami, Florida, there were reports of an incident that went on, and a massive police response was viewed. We have video of it. There's I don't know, maybe 100 or so, at least, police cars that showed up, and it was a big deal. It made the news. And I'm going to let a Miami police officer explain exactly what happened and why they were there.
All right, guys, so just to address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called a citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now,
so you think that's the end of it. I mean, we got an explanation. It's from the source, an original source. It's the police officer who was on scene. He was part of this. Case closed. But no. No. We got to bring aliens in it because, of course, aliens. I mean, we've had congressional hearings. We've had mummies in Mexico show up at their government meetings. Like, aliens are all the rage right now. It's the new fad. It's not a new fad. It's an old fad that has resurfaced and gotten a burst of, like, Red Bull. I mean, that's what's happened because it's in the news all the time. We get UFO or UAP clips. I'm sorry. My bad. And alien stories and all this stuff. So, naturally, a riot that was at a mall turned into, oh, the police were there not because of the rioting kids. It was because of aliens, 10-foot tall aliens. And I mean, we get social media. Social media is a tool for misinformation. It's also a tool for education and stuff like that. But it's such a more useful tool for misinformation because you get videos like this.
Not even the men in black can make this go away at this point. Oh, I just love social media, yes! Because mainstream media, bye girl, bye. And whoever came up with that BS cockamamie ridiculous story, that hundreds and hundreds of Miami police officers were dispatched to the Miami Mall because of a fight between kids with sticks, you're fired. Not today, Satan, not today. Multiple witnesses claim to have seen 8 to 10 feet tall creatures in the mall that struck panic. People were pew-pewing to protect and save their own lives, and everyone was running. It was mayhem. But we got you. Well, we got it. On film. Thanks to a couple of very amazing, incredible followers of mine, Eagle Eye followers, they spotted it. And when I tell you guys, yeah, be prepared. Because you are about to see something that in your lifetime, if you've been lucky enough, you have never seen before. A Nephilim. A demonic fallen angel spirit, 8 to 10 feet tall, roaming the streets of our world. Roll the tape. Oh, that's me. I gotta roll it. Hold on. We'll wait. Really, we'll wait. While you try to come up with some ridiculous story. How much time do you need? I can't wait to hear what they say about this. Because that, my friends, is definitely not a kid with a stick. That is a whole A demonic creature. A Nephilim.
10-foot tall demonic Nephilim from like the Bible stories of Nephilim, the huge, strong beings that were here allegedly before and after the flood, stuff like that. No, I'm going to disagree with this strongly, and I'm also going to disagree with that. You have amazing eagle-eyed viewers. I think it's more like conspiracy theory viewers. But on to the next part of this. I'm going to get the official explanation from the same police officer we've already heard from, and let him give you the police department's take on this, and then I will come back and do my own analysis of this, which is probably more in line with what you guys are already thinking. So let's get to it.
There is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. It's actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe.
All right, so there you go. That's the official statement from the Miami Police Department. No aliens. Most of us knew that. We already knew that, you know? And I'm sure there's a few out there that are saying, no, you're wrong. You know, it was like a Nephilim or an angry shadow demon or aliens or something like that, or some kind of bullshit. But no, it wasn't. The one thing I will disagree with was that I don't think it was one person. I think it was actually 3 people, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. But first, I want to show you where this event took place, where people are saying that the 10-foot tall alien was walking by, just so you get an idea, because not all of us are familiar with the Bayside Mall. We're not sure. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it before until that video came out. So I want to show you exactly where it took place. Let's take a look. Okay, so here we are. This is Miami, Florida. This is the Bayside Marketplace. All of this here, pretty big area. And right over here, this is the Torch of Friendship Memorial. This is where it took place, right there. You can see there's the steps. And it looks interesting. You know, it looks like they're big steps. And this is kind of the view that you get on the viral video that went around, because I guess the guy is over in the apartment building over here, or maybe in a helicopter. I don't know where it actually was taken from. I think maybe from here, this high rise, looking down, because that's kind of the angle. But that's it. Let's go to a street view here. And there it is. That's what we're looking at. And you can see, like, the steps aren't that big. And even compared to the gentleman here, I mean, he looks pretty big compared to these stairs. And if he was walking along here and there were hundreds of cop cars, not hundreds, but if there were a bunch of cop cars there with their lights going, yeah, you're going to cast a shadow up on here. And yeah, it's going to cast a long shadow like you can see here, that this is making, that the monument here is making, or the poles that are making. You're going to have this long shadow going across the stairs up onto the platform here. So not a big deal, not a big deal. I also want to, I'm going to put in here that there's another video where a guy says, I got it from another angle, and what is this? So I'm going to put that in here. And now we're going to look at this, like, where was he? He was actually filming from over here, and he was filming this statue. Yes, he was filming the statue right here that was standing up. All right, so I've taken Google Earth or Google Maps and went on to the other side. So there is the memorial right there. That's the wall that was behind it. This is the approximate view of where the guy in the car was filming. And you can see, here's the statue right there. And I'm going to put it up side by side so you can look at it. And then let's see, we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it quite clearly. Like, that's a statue that rises above. I lined up, that's the building in the background, your palm trees, everything lines up pretty good. I can't get the exact angle because Google, jumps forward like 10 feet or 15 feet at a time, but that's it, okay? So enough of that, because that was just like that was jumping on the bandwagon. So let's move on. All right, we're coming in, we're looking at the video. This is the beginning. I'm pausing it right here because, okay, so up on the screen here, I'm going to put an arrow. This is where the alleged creature is, which is not, because it's not But I want to point out that right here and here, there are two people walking. There are people walking. I think this is actually more. Let's start it. Yeah, there's actually two people here that are walking towards the area where the alleged aliens are. And there's one guy walking away. They're not running. They're not hysterical. They're not freaking out. They are simply walking. I just wanted to point that out right away. So let's continue on. All right. Now we see we're going in. We're going. So I see 1, 2, 3. I see one person. It looks like they are up on the step. Oh, it looks like he popped up on the step right there. So if we do go down, go back a little bit, we start it. Looks like he actually pops up on the step. Oh, there's people running. Let's jump ahead here and get back to the video. All right. So 1, 2, 3. One person is right on the curb. You can see his white shoes. I'm saying him. I don't know if it's women or men or I don't know who it is, but there's 3 people. You can see them walking, then it goes blurry, but you can see their footsteps. We're watching their legs walk back and forth. This is ridiculous that people thought this was one figure. Let's go back and look. Right there. Oh, wait. Come on. Give me a good shot. There we go. The guy just kicked out his leg. 1, 2, 3. 3 people. Actually, I don't see. Oh, there's shadows I see going this way. Ah. So is that... Let me see. What are we looking at there? Because that might give us a clue. There is a light. There's a light right there. There's a street light. So let me put the Google Maps over here and show you. This is about where they are, and there's a lamppost there that's on. There's also a lamppost there, but that's shining light, which would create your shadows going in pretty much the same direction as we see these shadows going. And that's what I see here. I see the shadows going across that way. So I think that's where the shadows are coming from, the street light. Oh my goodness. That was easy. I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm pretty confident that we have 3 people and they are casting shadows ahead of themselves at an angle going up the steps due to a street light that's behind them. Can we actually see that street light? Let's see. Let's see if we can go back and look at the wider view. We can. So there's the light. It's on. It's casting that way. There's supposed to be a light there. But there's also, there's cop cars there with their lights on. So yeah, with those lights, with the police cars there and their headlights, they probably don't have their headlights on per se. I don't think they do, because I would imagine it would be a little bit brighter in front of them. But they at least have their running lights on. At least 2 of them have their running lights on, in addition to their marker lights. Because you can see like the police car all the way to the right, that is illuminating the area right in front of it, and then the police car in the middle, like just to the left of the light pole, that's dead center, and closest to the people walking along the steps. You can see that the pavement in front of that car is also illuminated. So they have running lights on, so it is illuminating, and you have the hood lights, the police lights, the rotating lights on the top. Everything's going. So yeah, you're going to create those shadows. I mean, we can see it. It's obvious. It's obvious where it's coming from now. So I'm going to wrap this up. There's no point in going any further. I know some of you probably have watched this and go and probably thinking to yourself like,
Kenny, like, duh, we already knew this. They weren't aliens, you know? It's so obvious.
and I agree. To me, it was obvious, but not to everyone. Not everyone thinks it's so obvious of what's being said on either side. And last week, this entire week, I've had messages from social media platforms and emails asking what I think about this. Like, is this real? What's going on there? Like, the footage shows what looks like a big creature or, you know, a very tall figure. What is this? Is it really because, you know, the government's trying to cover up? So there are a lot of people that sincerely don't understand what they're looking at. They see the news, they see everybody reporting. Mainstream news. There's a bunch of mainstream news that was reporting on this. And some of them gave you the legit version of what happened, you know, that it was just people walking. But others, like I saw one news crew, and I'm not going to name them because, you know, I don't want to get yelled at, but they were debating it. Like, some of the anchors were saying, oh, I don't know, you know, aliens are real, and we know that they visited places. And you get that kind of news coverage, and it's like you're putting out bullshit into the mainstream. You're spreading misinformation. So, again, it's not always obvious. Some people have difficulty understanding what they're seeing. They may not believe that it was aliens, but they just don't realize what they're looking at. So hopefully a video like this can help break down some of the details and show you like what's going on and give you different angles and zoom in and do some research and be able to show you where I looked and how I figured it out. So anyway, with that, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel, or wherever you're seeing this, whatever platform it is. And if you have questions, feel free to email me. And other than that, remember, never stop learning. And I'll see you in the next episode.